Hi, friends. Right now, there's a lot of talk around Moravian about Oracle, and I want to weigh into that. I want to preface this video by saying that this is something I'm pursuing purely as a personal endeavor. This is in no way connected to any organizations, staff, or faculty on campus. This is to bring awareness to a very important issue and to open a dialogue between university administration and the rest of Moravian. For the past several days, I've pondered the information and arguments that I'm about to share, and I've decided that this is the best way of going about it. Additionally, I will be contacting Moravian University President Dr. Brian Grigsby and Vice President of Finance and Administration Mark Reed for a response. Because of the nature of what I'm going to talk about, I also want to establish that I am not an anti-Semite. My anti-Zionist and anti-Israeli beliefs do not stem from anti-Semitism, nor should anti-Zionism be conflated with anti-Semitism. Again, I am not an anti-Semite. I believe everyone should be able to practice their religion and celebrate their culture and heritage in peace and with pride. I am anti-Zionist because I disavow settler colonialism, apartheid, ethnostates, Islamophobia, and genocide. I know that there are ardent supporters of Zionism at this institution, and to them, I want to say, I don't fear you. This video, and the updates that follow, is not to attack Moravian, nor any student, staff, or faculty. This is merely to highlight the controversies of Oracle, and to allow the university to be transparent in its practices. If there are people who take offense to this video, that is your prerogative. I am fully ready to explore legal action against anyone who tries to endanger me, my friends, family, or peers. I mean no harm to anyone in making this video, so I hope you extend the same courtesy to me. So, as you probably know, Moravian University is now working with a software company called Oracle. According to Project Horizon's official page on Moravian's website, this partnership was formed to, quote, leverage cutting-edge technologies to automate workflows and improve efficiency, and connect its data across the entire institution for long-term outlooks, providing opportunities to invest limited resources and make significant cost savings, end quote. This is basically a fancy way of saying that, the university's financial matters, their payroll, accounting, club and organizational funds, etc., will all be managed through Oracle's cloud services. This is not uncommon. Oracle is a massive international company, and our involvement with them is part of an initiative with several hundred private and public colleges and universities in the United States called the HES Consortium. I will talk about the consortium in the future when I have learned more about it and our involvement in it. Like I stated before, this video is not about Moravian as much as it is about Oracle. The links I've gathered so far will be in a Google Doc listed in the description. You can follow along to this video with the script, which will list my sources in order of appearance in the video. I have done my best to substantiate these sources and cite them how I deem fit given the medium, but because I'm doing this on my own, I'm not going to claim to be an expert. So with that out of the way, the main reason for me making this video is to highlight Oracle's active involvement in Israeli society, surveillance, military operations, and the genocide of Palestinians. Oracle Corporation was founded in 1977 by Larry Ellison. You may have heard his name in the news over the last several years, from his involvement in the US ban on TikTok to the recent merger of Paramount and Skydance. Ellison is one of the wealthiest people on the planet, and he and Oracle use their profound wealth to provide optical, financial, and structural support to all areas of Israeli society, from banks and medicine to surveillance and military operations in Gaza and the West Bank. He has made personal donations as well as donations on behalf of Oracle to various Israeli state projects. In 2007, he donated $500,000 to the illegal Israeli settlement Sterdot. I probably said that wrong. I don't speak Hebrew. In 2014, he pledged $9 million to Friends of the IDF. In 2017, he donated another nearly $17 million to fund a new training facility for the Israeli military. Ellison also has a close personal relationship with none other than Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Ellison was one of several hundred prosecution witnesses in Netanyahu's corruption trial and even attempted to lobby to represent Netanyahu in the case. During the pandemic, Netanyahu and his family traveled to Lanai, Hawaii, which Larry Ellison owns 98% of. Ellison also allegedly invited Netanyahu to serve on the board of directors of Oracle Corporation around the time of his trial. In October 2021, Oracle completed a roughly $319 million data center in Jerusalem. This center spans 4 floors and thousands of square meters and sits over 150 feet underground. Amidst the center's completion, Oracle CEO Safra Katz visited the city and stated this during a press briefing. Quote, "When you connect with Oracle, you understand that we are committed to the US and Israel. We are not flexible regarding our mission, and our commitment to Israel is second to none. This is a free world, and I love my employees. And if they don't agree with our mission to support the state of Israel, then maybe we aren't the right company for them. Larry Ellison and I are publicly committed to Israel and devote personal time to the country, and no one should be surprised by that." In a January 2024 visit to Israel on behalf of Oracle, Katz attended meetings with Benjamin Netanyahu, President Isaac Herzog, Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, and War Cabinet Minister Benny Gantz. In this article from the Times of Israel, Katz is quoted saying, "We are here to help the government, the military, and the Israeli economy." The article further details her visit. Quote, "With Netanyahu, Katz talked about opportunities in the fields of artificial intelligence and cloud computing, and with Gallant how Oracle could provide security assistance to Israel. With Gantz, she discussed the military and political challenges Israel faces and how they can be tackled with the help of technological solutions." End quote. On this trip, Katz accompanied Knesset Speaker Amir Ohana on a visit to Kfar Atza, the kibbutz where Hamas's October 7th attack transpired. Oracle facilitates a program to match employee donations to humanitarian and charitable causes. But after October 7th, links to donate to Palestinian relief and aid organizations were removed from Oracle's site. On their Substack, Oracle employees for Palestine penned an open letter detailing their grievances and demands, stating, quote, "We did not sign up to be Oracle employees based on the personal or political views of the leadership team. In fact, many of us were not even aware of those views until recently. We were certainly unaware of an unwavering mission and requirement for unquestioning support of the State of Israel when we signed our employment contracts. To insinuate that we should not work here because we don't support Israel is discriminatory and goes against Oracle's own ethical standards." End quote. The letter goes on to state that, quote, "On October 10th, 2023, CEO Safra Katz sent an email to all Oracle employees with the subject, 'Support for our employees and the citizens of Israel,' in which she stated, 'I am deeply disturbed by the horrific terrorist attacks against Israel,' and declared a $1 million initial donation to Magen David Adom." For those of you who don't know, Magen David Adom is Israel's national emergency medical disaster ambulance and blood bank service, essentially the Israeli Red Cross. While a donation to this organization may seem positive on the surface, Oracle has not extended any similar sympathy or support to Palestinians in Gaza or the West Bank. And to my knowledge, Magen David Adom does not extend their services to Palestinians either. What's more, after October 7th, Oracle's websites around the world were laden with the Israeli flag and messaging that signaled support for Israel and its security forces. I know I just threw a lot of information at you, but unfortunately, that is not the full extent of Oracle Corporation's ties with Israel. Furthermore, Oracle's involvement with Israel is just one of countless controversies and evils that this company engages in. I wanted Oracle's Zionism to be the main focus of this particular video, but it's also important to note that this company just fucking sucks all around. Now, please, do not think that I'm saying Moravian is complicit in Israeli crimes. I do not currently have any proof that Moravian knows about Oracle's ties with Israel. I also have no proof of any Moravian involvement with Israel at an institutional level, outside of Oracle. I'm obviously going to be searching for any evidence of those things, but for right now, I want to learn and communicate, not assume and accuse. My sharing of this information is meant to start a discussion. I want us as students to not only be aware of the programs and companies our institution involves itself with before those involvements are decided, I want us, the students, to be actively included in those conversations and decisions moving forward. I want transparency and honesty from Moravian's administration, and I want an open conversation detailing why we've partnered with Oracle. Chances are it's just because it was what was financially viable. But like I said, I don't know that for sure. I want us as students to know where our money is going and how it's being used. I want us to feel empowered to question and challenge our institution and to continue to be the leader in change that Moravian has been for 300 years. Obviously, the adoption of Oracle has not happened overnight, and if the university does decide to divest from the company and select an alternative that doesn't directly fund child murder, which I personally believe it should, it will take just as much time, if not more, to actually divest. Ultimately, I want to emphasize that the body of Moravian as a whole does not endorse Israel through its usage of products and services. Just because we partner with Oracle, Google, Microsoft, Apple, Meta, OpenAI, and other corporations does not mean that the students of Moravian reflect those corporations' values or their involvement in genocide and oppression. When I log into Oracle and clock in for my work-study job here at Moravian, that is not an endorsement of Oracle's Israeli involvements. And frankly, that's one of the reasons why I feel so passionately about this. I do not want this mega corporation to be speaking for me about something that inherently goes against my morals and my systems of functioning as a human being. If the narrative that Oracle wants to push is that support for the company means support for Israel, then I hope that we at Moravian do the right thing and at least rethink this school's relationship with Oracle and really examine it. This is a learning opportunity for all of us. I want to stress that. This should be a moment almost 2 years into a live stream genocide where we say, enough is enough, where we take responsibility for our institution and fight for change, where we take control over what little things that we can, where we convince others that we can stand up to oppression and injustice, even if we do not perceive a direct impact of those injustices on us. If you want to help me figure out what the next steps are here, I would deeply appreciate it. Like I said, I want to talk to President Grigsby and Vice President Reed as soon as possible, but in the meantime, I'm still researching and writing. If you do have information to share or want to get involved, please only message me through my Moravian email or my Instagram. Please do not share any of my personal emails or my phone number with anybody. Please. You don't have to be a Moravian student to help either. If you're an alum, or you attend a different school, or we're just mutuals on social media, or God forbid this video goes viral and you're just a random person, I would still love your support. Again, this script and my sources are linked in the description of this video. I will update that document as much as I can. I want this to be an open conversation, in good faith and goodwill. I do not want Moravian to just be another cog in the neoliberal capitalist machine. As students, we have more power than we think. So let's work together and figure out how to best use it. Thank you.